All right, good morning, good morning. I'm coming to you from the lake. You guys hearing all the frogs and the locusts? Okay, I do need somebody in a second to let me know that we have good enough service out here and that you guys can hear me. I'm going to give it just a second to hop on. Let's see who we've got. Hey, Sandy, I'm in Team Thrive Nation, aren't I? Thank you. All right, yep. That's got to be where I am. Hey, guys. All right, so I know I didn't give you guys much notice, but just wanted to hop on here. My brain's kind of going a million miles a minute right now. Hi, Allie. Hey, Sherry. And I got a kid over there. I don't know if you guys can see him on the dock. He's like, hey, Mom, can you go in the canoe with me this morning? So I got to go get in the canoe after this. But couple of things that are on my mind. So those latest 200K documentaries, oh my gosh, guys, like seriously. So I watched Chastity's yesterday. I didn't see Billy's until today. But we were like literally coming in. I had like 6 basketball games with Jaden in 2 days, and then coming in, and obviously when you're on the road driving, you can't be scrolling Facebook and everything. And so saw Chas's yesterday, and just oh my goodness, couldn't watch it without tears. Because I mean I know her story. I mean I know her story, and just that. Just the ability to really be able to share her story, and the vehicle that has been, presented to her to really make a huge impact in people's lives. I mean, that's insane to be able to do that. And then Billy's this morning, I mean, I'm watching it, and here comes the tears again. And I don't know if you guys know enough about me yet, but I'm not a crier. I kind of say my tears ran dry at about the age of 22. And that's a whole other story. But I'm not really one that easily, has tears. But the thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is their stories, their success. They're both Lavelle millionaires, both have different journeys, but what you see in common with them, and really with all the other 200Ks in this company, everyone else that's reached Lavelle millionaire status, is a heart for people. They can't hardly you can't meet them and spend any amount of time with them, or even follow them on Facebook, and not see that they truly do have a heart for people. And because this product did what it did for them and made a difference in their life, they've been able to use this as a vehicle to reach people. And I think so often, people just get caught up in this whole sales mentality. And yes, yes, there has to be an order that goes in, for you to even get your product for free. But it's like I've said this a million times. I think the first time I said this was in 2014. If you make this about helping people, you'll never regret the time that you spend here. And I think that is just key, one of the most important things. If you're wanting to get your product for free here, you've got to find 2 friends that desperately need this. And it's an easy conversation to have with them. I can't stand it when I'm on the phone with somebody. Well, I'm not a salesperson. I mean, I'm not good at talking to people about so I can get it for free. Well, no, I don't want you to be a salesperson. I want you to think about who that really needs this, that like they're going to bed tonight praying for a solution. They're hoping they can make it through the day tomorrow without having a headache. They're hoping, I've got to put on my sunglasses, y'all. It is so dang bright out here. They're hoping that they can, just get their job done today and then have a good weekend. They're hoping that, they can make it throughout the day without their knees bothering them or their back bothering them. I mean, see, that's the difference in what we have here, and why as a company we've exploded the way that we have, because we have something that we don't have to make it about a sale. We have something that we truly can make it about helping people. And when people sense that you genuinely are reaching out to them with a solution for them, that's where things are going to happen for you. Now, Tony was reaching out to me genuinely because she saw me running in the door at the home health office to throw paperwork on the desk, to run back out to the car because I had to hurry and get the kids. I mean, she knew me as a new twin mama with 4 kids, and I think she felt sorry for me. Did I initially take her reach out to me as a genuine approach? No, I took it as she's trying to sell me something. But with time, you see, I watched her consistency. I watched her passion. I watched her celebrations. I watched the stories that came in. And I watched long enough to put 2 and 2 together to know that you don't just have all these people on your team earning an iPad mini if the product's not doing something for people. You don't have people on your team hitting an auto bonus unless the product is doing something for these people. So that's kind of where it all starts, is, you being genuinely concerned about reaching people. You knowing when you lay your head down at night that everyone that you reached out to, they need this. And you know why they need this. I mean, I've shared this with you guys a lot of times, and I know we have so many people that have that come into this team page every single day, but Sheila Fasoni is one of the best. She'll call me. I mean, Lavelle, multi-millionaire. I mean, the girl's made over $5 million with this company, but she'll put me on she'll say, hey, I want you to talk to so-and-so. She'll tell me how she met them, how she knows them, why they need the product, and why they need the opportunity. Jennifer Zant is huge with, when she shares her story, I mean, she basically kind of gave up on this. There were some huge life things that involve loss that happened to her early in her business, and she really just wanted to throw in the towel. But at the end of the day, she realized what the product had done for her. She realized what it could do from other people. And even in the frustrations of trying to get back into the business and stuff, there was a conversation that we had one day, and I said, you've got to take it from your head to your heart. Quit overthinking all this stuff and lead with your heart. And that's where things are going to happen. That's where the magic is going to happen. And guys, it's still true to this day. I mean, you see, you take a look at convention in New Orleans, they shared the people that were the fastest growing in 2017. A lot of those people did come over from other companies, but guys, that doesn't mean jack. It'll give you a little, a circle of influence, but unless those people in your circle of influence trusted you, and unless those people believe in you, they're not going to join you, right? And these people, their hearts, what I've seen with them, not only are they just sold out to this product and what the product is doing for people, but they are sold out as far as this company and what this company can do for families, because they've been in businesses before where people were struck. They've been in businesses before where the company didn't set them up for success over and over and over again. And so just that passion that they have, that just they know what the product can do, and they know what this business can do. That right there, people buy you. They do. And they see your genuineness and your sincerity. And I'm telling you, if it's all about you hitting a rank, forget it. If it's all about you being a superstar on Facebook, forget it. Okay, it's to be successful here, and I'm telling you, you go look at all those people that reached Lavelle Millionaire. Okay, I don't know of anybody that didn't lead with heart. I mean, there may be some people that just had a kick butt team that all of those people had heart. You know what I mean? But like, nobody gets somewhere here without genuinely being concerned with helping people, with using this as a vehicle to impact people's lives. I mean, why do you think this whole company tagline is helping others live a life they deserve? Why do you think they freaking named the product the Thrive Experience? Because it's about helping people thrive in life. That's what this is all about. I'm going to take this a step forward because you guys have probably seen some of my posts that have involved some challenges that I face. And you know what's super funny is, so when we were at CMA Fest, we went to like a CMA close-up stage. That's always where they interview some of the artists. So it's really fun because you get to hear their, you guys know, I mean, I'm all about the story. Like, I want to know the journey. I don't just want to, you know, have an artist that sings somebody else's song on the radio and it's a great little catchy phrase. Like, I want to know, what did they write? Like, what did they write? What are they singing from the heart? What is their story? What have they overcome? Like, that's what I love the most. And so I love those CMA close-up moments. But we were in there with Dierks Bentley, and he talked about his new album, and I can't even remember the name of it, but it has a lot of songs just that are very much so like kind of from the heart, you know, like his journey, where he is right now. And he said, you know, he said, you can wake up in the morning and you can pick up your phone. And he said, literally, social media can either all of a sudden put you in a great mood or it can ruin your day just like that. And, you know, when he said that, I'm like, oh my God, is that not the truth, you know? And here's the thing. I mean, fortunately for me, the majority of my news feed is filled with thrivers, and they're grateful, right? They're happy, they're excited, they're passionate about life. But on the other end of the spectrum, guys, I deal with people on a daily basis that don't like me. This weekend was filled with, and the crazy part is that actually involves some people in the town that we live in. But like, all of a sudden, I'm being informed of all kinds of stuff, and it was hard. It was like I couldn't sleep at night. I woke up in tears, and basically because it came at my kid. Like, I have some pretty thick skin. I mean, good Lord, I competed in the Miss America organization like years ago, you know, and that's when people, I don't know if you guys saw that interview with Marshawn and I, but like legit back then, you know, 20 years ago, there were these forums and people would anonymously get on and talk about you. You know, you're 18 years old, you're busting your butt, you're a college student, like instead of, you know, partying or whatever college students do, you're watching CNN and MSNBC trying to get caught up on political events because, you know, or current events and all the politics. And I mean, you're literally just trying to figure out everything that's going on in the world because you don't know what they're going to ask you, you know, in your interview sessions. And then the people that literally are just losers are sitting at home on some kind of forum and they're bashing you, like legit bashing you. You know, you're 18, 19 years old. You're just trying to, you know, earn some scholarship money and pursue a passion, you know, use your talents, you know. So, I mean, I have a long history of trying to, you know, develop some thick skin and understanding that not everybody's going to like you. You're going to have a lot of people that just flat out hate you. That's part of it. You know, I remember when Jaden was in elementary school, just kind of, you know, walking her through that, girl, there's always going to be somebody that's better than you, always, in everything. I mean, there's someone that's better than you in everything, but there are things that are so special and so unique to you that no one else has. And that's what's super fun. Like, that's what you want to develop. You know, life is not a competition because you're going to lose as far as if you're trying to, you know, be better than everyone else, right? But you can make a huge impact and have one heck of a life when you're committed to growth. And when you really focus on what you're really good at, and amazing things can happen, and it can truly bring you so much joy. And that's like a conversation I'm having with an elementary school kid, right? And so here she is, she's going to her senior year in high school, and there's a lot of things that she doesn't know. So you guys that are from where we live, I need you to keep this to yourself. I'm being vulnerable with my team, but I'm also trusting that some things can be kept in confidence, because they could be super hurtful to a teenage kid, okay? And that's what got me, is the cruelty of people. And let me just tell you this, their jealousy really, and this is like, I don't know if he's 70 years old yet, but like a 60-year-old man and his wife, you know, coming after my kid. jealousy, don't know us. Oh, Mauria's, how they make a living is a cheat. That's where that kind of came from. But it really just got me thinking, and I thought, this is something, I think so many of you guys, you give up on what you want here. And what you don't understand is it doesn't matter if you're a thriver, if you're trying to build a business here, it doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter if you're just a teenage kid on a basketball court trying to do a good job for your teammates. There will be someone that has a problem with you. It is what it is. If Dierks Bentley can wake up in the morning, how much does he make a year? How big is the country music fan base? How many people love freaking Dierks Bentley? If he can wake up in the morning and look at social media and go, holy crap, that'll either make my day or break my day. I kind of need to just freaking put it away. Do you honestly think you're going to go through it? We can't escape adversity. We're not going to escape struggles. We're not going to escape hateful people. Honestly, that's why this world needs Jesus. We are a whole bunch of imperfect people in need of a Savior. We are. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to say things that don't need to be said. We're going to do things that are hurtful to people. There's going to be people that are going to come at you for no reason whatsoever. But you know what is most important is that you lead with your heart. You know why you're doing what you're doing. You make the decision to do the right thing. And it's hard. It's hard. I will tell you, I called Ralph and I said, you would be so proud of me. Because if you guys haven't figured that out yet, I'm strong and I am a fighter. I will fight for what is right. But I also know that I need a 24-hour rule in a big time way. And I also know that my mama bear hormones, you daddies, you just don't even know what mama bear hormones are like. Our babies are our babies. And it doesn't matter how old they get, you can literally, you can lose your Jesus. And I didn't want to be that. So I had to just hold tight. But guys, I use things in life that happen to me. Because, I'm sure you guys you take a look at me. Mauria, whatever, top earner, 8 figures on stage, all these, 200Ks. Guys, that doesn't make me immune to the ways of the world. And that's something that I've talked about, as far as the Thrive experience. The Thrive experience it's not going to solve all your problems. It's not going to mean that that life isn't going to come at you hard and test you, it's just going to, it's just going to make it to where you're at your best. So maybe you can make the good decisions that get you through it, right? I'll be honest, I actually got my burn a little later because we were in Nashville. Freaking love Nashville. Obviously, I'm not eating or drinking what my body normally drinks or what's good for me while I'm in Nashville for a week. Calling a spade a spade. So I'm pretty sure my body went through a little bit of a detox on burn. But I'm going to tell you on, let's see, what day would that have been? On day 2 of burn. I'll be honest, I was a little nervous about letting go of my black label. My black label has been my jam as far as dealing with everything that comes at me in a day. And just my mommy job and everything else. I was nervous to give up my black label, but I'm going to say burn is legit, or I wouldn't have been able to initiate the 24-hour rule and walk away. So I know you guys are having ridiculous stories already with burn. I don't even know what day I'm on. I think today is day 5 for me. So I'm just now getting started. I haven't felt the heat that you guys are talking about just yet. But like I said, I think my body is just I just gave my body a bunch of crap that I don't normally give it. So I kind of put my body into shock right before I introduced Bird to it. I'm excited to continue to hear the stories. I hope we're featuring those online. Your burn experiences. Lavelle actually just put out that promo, so you guys need to go for that in a big way. But I've made it without my black label, so I know this is working. Yesterday, for my day 4, I guess I'm going through my burn experience with y'all. What I noticed yesterday was that calm, but very much so happy and just wanting to do. You know what I mean? Wanting, Mom, will you go in the canoe? Yes, which I have to go do that in just a second. Mom, will you go out on the jet ski? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, just that hands-on stuff that, I don't know. Usually I say yes to that stuff. Anyway, but I don't know. Just that good, clean, smooth energy, excitement, happiness, and the ability not to just be sick at my stomach over what I experienced over the last few days, right? So, bottom line, the reason I want to talk to you guys is you have something so special, you have no idea. I mean, if you aren't using Chastity's and Billy's documentaries right now, that message needs to be sent to people via text message, okay? Not just shared on Facebook. Those messages show why we do what we do. They show that it's not just about a sale. They show that this is truly people. This is our vehicle. Our lives are better today because of those 3 steps every single morning, and we didn't want to keep it to ourselves, and then it turned into something way beyond what we could have possibly imagined, and we're making a difference in people. Like, legit, we're making a difference in people's lives. And I'm going to tell you something right here. I loved being able to share Chas's story and say, for those people that think, and basically their cheating comment, guys, is because it's direct sales, which I'm like, I guess you haven't caught up on the news that in the next 25 years, legit, everyone's going to be in direct sales. Everyone is going to be pursuing entrepreneurship. You guys realize there's teachers right now that don't even teach in a classroom. They teach online. Right? And they get referral stuff for that. The world is shifting. It is shifting, and we're just ahead of it. And so when you're ahead of the game, you're gonna have people that come at you and they don't get it, right? But I love some of the pieces of advice, and I don't know if you guys saw my post yesterday, but you probably need to go read all those pieces of advice. And I had people sharing scripture with me. I had people reminding me that God will use your inner enemies to bless you, to take you to that next level. Honestly, a lot of times God uses my enemies just to solidify how freaking confident I am in this. And Jessica Plemons, which she's an old high school friend, legit, we've known each other all our lives. She's like, oh, watch out, Mauria. If somebody's coming at Mauria like that, she's about to explode this thing even more. Because people that doubt me freaking fuel me. They fuel me, especially when I know what I know. And the reason I know what I know, guys, is because I haven't stopped sharing this product. I am in tune to your stories. I know what it does for people. I know what it is still doing for people. I don't care if you live in San Angelo, Texas, if you live in Toronto, Canada, if you live in Australia. I don't care where you are, what time zone you're in, what your background is in. I don't care if you've done other products before or not. I don't care if you have a degree or not. I know the truth here, and no one is going to come at me and question what I know here. Now, they're going to come at me. And it's a prime example of you can't win for losing. One day I got somebody saying, oh, you work too hard over there. You come over here and get rich quick. Then on the other hand, I got somebody, oh, what they do is just cheating. They don't really work. Hello, prime example, you freaking can't win for losing, and you can't please people is the point. But you can win here when you focus on the truth. I hate being one of those haters gonna hate, but good gosh, they are. And at the end of the day, you don't want to let someone else steal your joy. You don't want to let someone else determine the future that you have for your family. You know, I think a lot of times people that give up on their dreams because of somebody else, they legit just stay in denial for a long time. I'm not one of those people. Like, I don't think I could stay in denial. And if you'll watch these documentaries, in the stories that are shared, we all own up. Like, we own up to, you know, well, we made bad decisions. You know, I had myself in that place because it was my decision. I mean, there's a whole lot of, it's everybody else's fault in this world. I mean, Ralph used to say that when he taught junior high kids. Well, Gunner's 12, so he taught junior high kids what, he left teaching and coaching when Gunner was born. But yeah, I mean, 15 years ago, Ralph's like, this is the not my fault generation. Well, I wonder why they think it's not their fault, because their freaking parents don't realize that it's their fault. No, you are responsible for you. And yeah, there are things that happen in life that you cannot control, but there are a lot of things that happen in this life that you can control, and it's time for you to own it. And I hope if you caught a couple of things from both Billy and Chastity, is the mindset that they set every day with just what they have around their home. I mean, you can watch my documentary, and what do you see in my office? I mean, your mindset is so powerful. It is so powerful. And it's not just a direct sales thing, Lavelle thing. I mean, you know, it's an athlete. Their mind has to be in the right place, or they're not going to do what they've been trained to do, what they know how to do, right? Your mindset is huge. And last thing I'm going to say that came to my mind this morning, I'm telling you, this burn is working, because, I mean, it's just like, all right, Maria's got a zillion things. But there's a lot of you that you want to place excuses on your upline. Let me tell you something. Your upline doesn't control your business, doesn't even have to do three-way calls for you. Your upline is who introduced you to this business. Now, if they do three-way calls for you, great. You know what? Early in my business, Tony's other team, she had a whole other huge organization. Before I came into the mix, you know who does my three-way calls? My personally enrolled 200Ks. Sometimes it's my personally enrolled 40Ks or 80Ks. Sometimes it's who's at my house that's a thriver with me, right? Or if I'm on a trip, they're in the car with me or whatever. I need a thriver with a passionate story. That's what I need, okay? There's one that I remember we had some conversations early on, and I didn't ask her if I could say this, but I'm not going to say her name. But she would say, but Mauria, we don't have a 200K except for you, and you're like multi-million VIP. I'm like, well, you need to lead your team. Guess what? She became 200K. She blew right past 200K. She's like 1 million VIP. And I don't know. I don't remember if she hit 2 million last month or not. But like legit, she now leads a multi-million-dollar team because she quit worrying about the fact that she didn't have an upline 200K except for me, which is way levels up here, and she knows what I experience in a day. I mean, guys, do you have any idea how many even personals I have? Much less all of you got how many 200Ks this organization has, right? So you can't. I know Paul will say, "Oh, reach up to your 200K, reach up to your 200K." Here's the deal: why don't you go be a 200K? Why don't you be that 200K for your team? Because here's the reality: if you're earning an auto bonus here, you realize that everybody on your team wants to be 12K. They want an auto bonus. So why not you be their 200K? You be their Mauria Dillard. Take that ownership, right? Here's the deal. You do that, you won't just be sitting at 12K anymore. Because you're going to get them to 12K, and the more people you get to 12K, you're at 40K. And the more people they get to 12K, 80K. Boom, you're 200K. Then you are leading $1 million team. Again, quit pointing the finger at everybody else, and you take ownership of you. I was looking back at some messages, and guys, Tony has been an incredible leader. She believed in me before I believed in myself. She's like, Mauria, you can do this. I'm like, what? You're crazy. No, you can. Just go do it, right? But I was looking back at some of our messages. Do you know, I hadn't even told her, because I was so busy with my team and she was so busy with her team. I hadn't even told her that I was when I left speech pathology and was doing Lavelle full time, I hadn't even told her. Like, we hadn't talked about that because I was so busy with my team and building them and growing that I didn't have time to pick up the phone and say, hey, Tony, I'm seeing my last 2 patients this week and I'm with Lavelle full time. Like, we hadn't even talked about it. So, I'm trying to say, quit. You blaming someone else is only slowing you down. You take the reins. You make it about people. Don't take the reins and become some Nazi boss to your team, because guess what? They get that at their 9 to 5. They didn't join a volunteer army to have a boss. You're not someone's boss. I'm not your boss. I'll inspire you. I will lead you. I will lead through example. I will show you the way. I'm not your boss. And you're not theirs. You lead by example. You show them the way. You help them reach your goals. You do all realize you can't go anywhere in this company unless you help other people. You can't even get your product for free unless you help other people. But the more people that you help, the more you will reach your goals. The more you will have more for you and your family than you could have ever possibly imagined. The more you will create a legacy for people indefinitely, and the more confidence that you will have when someone out of the blue has some issue with you and wants to come at you. You will know the truth, and they won't win because you're winning and your team is winning. All right, I got to go get on the canoe. It is hot out here. Day 5 on burn. Mauria may officially be detoxed enough that she's feeling the heat. Love you guys. Oh my goodness. We do. Like, I can't even explain to you how proud. Oh my gosh. Like, it was legit like Chas and Billy are like my kids, and I didn't even personally bring them into the business. Like, I know them because of Lavelle. I love those people dearly. And to watch those videos and see the impact that they're making on people. And last but not least, guys, they lead with their heart. There may be some of you be like, woo, whoa, you don't want to mess with Chas. You want to mess with Billy. He's gonna tell you this. Maybe some of you have gotten pissed at them. I mean, I know all of you have gotten pissed at me from time to time. You know what, though? Your kids get pissed at you. Do your kids think, like hello, at some point in our kids' lives, our kids hate us. Why? Because we tell them the truth and we give them tough love and we know their potential and we want to help them rise to that. That's what your leaders do here. Some days it's about tough love. But you know what? I know, because I'm honest with you guys, that's how I have your respect. And that's how Chastity has our respect. That's how Billy has our respect. That's how your leadership has, and your team, if you love them and you lead by example more than you give the tough love, that same thing is going to happen. So make some decisions. You guys share some feedback with me. We're going to go catch some catfish in a canoe. I mean, we got a bass boat out there. We're going in the canoe. So that's what he wants to do. Hey, take a kid fishing, right? All right, see y'all later. Bye.